So, hi, I'm Niall from ClickIrish, and actually, this is our second recording because this idiot didn't press record. So, I have to say we have Mark from Steamboat.ie here talking to us. Mark, thanks for talking to us again.
Well, it's a lot easier now. I know what to say.
Well, Mark, listen, as I say, thanks. Steamboat.ie is a great website. It's a success of Irish music circles. Tell us a bit about the background of your business and how you transitioned to e-commerce.
Yeah, sure. Well, we started off back in 1990 and it went through a few different owners over the years, predominantly selling musical instruments. So guitars, pianos, accordions, you name it. And in the last four years, we had transitioned into also doing vinyl records, CDs, comic books, and a few other kind of just add-on kind of bits to our business. And that's where we've really seen the kind of the growth develop over the last couple of years is those add-ons to our core business.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, and you have a physical store and you're online. How do you complement the two? Do you integrate technologies on the physical side and the digital side of your business?
Yeah, one of the biggest kind of improvements that we made over the last couple of years was adding a point of sale system from Shopify, which allows us to manage both the stock inventory in the store and also on our website. So it kind of really takes away a lot of the work in terms of maintaining our website. In terms of like you add a product on your point of sale system through your computer or through the iPad or tablet that you're using, and it automatically gets uploaded to your website. So it makes it very easy to create a very professional looking website and not have the headaches of like you selling something in the shop and then forgetting to take it off your website, and then someone orders it on your website and you're in trouble because you don't have it. That was always a nuisance for us, prior to having it integrated.
Yeah, and you were saying so you're not doing things twice, and you were saying that Shopify is quite easy for you. You do a lot of the work yourself.
Yeah, so the way Shopify kind of works is you pay for it every month as part of your your website management, and then you're able to select either a free theme like a template for your website, or you can kind of purchase maybe slightly better versions for a nominal fee. It might be 50 euros or 100 euros.
Yeah.
And then what you can do is if you can either find a Shopify expert or any good web designer would be able to go in, and they can really just mess around with the template and kind of like make it special for your own needs. So kind of customize it. So if you want it to operate in a certain way or look a certain way.
Yeah.
And then once you have that, it's very easy for myself or any of the guys in the shop to mess around with it, customize it further, maintain it essentially.
Very intuitive. And how important would you say your photography is? Do you do a lot of photography yourself? What would you do for that kind of thing?
Yeah, it depends. We do a lot of our own photography for the social media stuff. If we get new products in, obviously for the website, we're lucky in terms of like the majority of the products that we sell are obviously freely available on the websites. Good stock photographs.
Yeah.
So that uploading all the products did take a bit of time. We've probably 20,000 products maybe, so it's a lot of product, and it does take time to upload those with the correct information and photographs. But once it's done, it's done.
Yeah,
it's part and parcel of it.
And during your journey into e-commerce, what are the lessons that you've learned? What are the must-knows for other traders?
Yeah, I suppose I don't have anything groundbreaking, but some of the things that really kind of changed our operation was, the first thing was having a dedicated space to pack, label, ship any of our outgoing e-commerce sales. The amount of stress that takes away by just having a dedicated space with your label printer, your tape, your pens, your packaging, it makes our logistics so much smoother and easier. And it's the kind of thing that every major, like retail operation will have, like Amazon or whatever. But most small retailers don't think about it. We spent years packing orders half balanced on top of a counter beside the register. It's just it was head wrecking. So having that is a big difference maker. and I suppose keeping an eye on shipping, trying to figure out like what's the best way to ship efficiently, not be standing in line at a post office for hours. And one of the big things for us was like the on post prepaid labels, which you can buy 25 of those for, I think it's $6.80 each. And that, John, that really kept down our price for shipping kind of any kind of bulkier items and tracking it, because it's very tempting to ship stuff maybe just without tracking, but once it goes missing once, you're out of pocket for whatever amount. So it's nice to keep an eye on how cheaply and efficiently you can send tracked mail, because there's only so much you can push on to the end customer, and obviously, shipping will eat your profit margins very quickly.
Yeah. Well, you're actually the last video did the exact same thing. So that's a recurring theme. The efficiencies of putting that desk there, and that is something you only learn, and then you kind of learn, ways where I can do 10 boxes at a time and get them in, because the efficiency is efficiency for you, but also at the end of the day, if the customer is getting it faster and they see the tracking and when it's coming, the whole journey, it's a better customer experience. So it's bang on.
For sure, because like the thing I always bring it back to is if you came into my shop and you bought let's say a record, right? You can browse on your own. You don't necessarily need to be taking my time. You find the record, you come to the till. Our transaction is over in like 30 seconds, a minute. If you buy that product on my website, grand, I have none of my overall operating costs, but I do because I'm still a store. But the act of packing your product can take anywhere from 3 minutes to 10 minutes, depending on how well you're set up to do it. So, online business will always take more of your time. And it's even with the big operations that, they're always trying to improve efficiency, because that's what eats the margin, is how much time does it take to get this from you to the customer.
And the rewards are there because it's a huge market, So what message do you most communicate? Your brand is phenomenal, and what message do you most communicate to your customers, and how do you communicate that message?
I'd like to say that everything we've done over the last, since I kind of came into it, has been to reinvest what we make back into our community, or I say that in terms of both the city and in terms of our customers. So like a prime example is when H&B closed in, it was 2015, 2016, we realized there wasn't going to be a record store in the city. Now, we weren't doing vinyl or CDs ourselves at that point, but I did kind of realize that if there wasn't a record store, surely that's going to have some sort of an impact on the amount of music fans. And if there's less music fans, ultimately that will affect our ability to sell guitars, to sell pianos, to sell drums, because there'll be less interest. So we started doing vinyl back in 2016 and CD. And for, I'd say, about 2.5 years, it probably only equated to about 10%, 15% of our business. Since then, it has grown into probably about 60, 70%. But it was things like that. We put on a lot of in-store events, a lot of free concerts, free workshops, meet and greets. Which, like last year, we had 17 different gigs in the store. I think we had 5 or 6 guys bands, guys, ladies, that went to #1 in the charts, like the week they came in to play for us. And all these things, like, we're not doing it because it makes us a lot of money. It's more about, if you're going to take 10 quid or 20 quid off a customer, you need to be giving them something more in value than just the product, because ultimately that product is probably for sale cheaper online somewhere else, whether it's in the UK or Germany or whatever. So you need to give back before you get something back. We're actually going to be moving into a bigger location before the summer of next year. So we're in the planning stages and everything for that, and it's going to be very heavily focused on customer experience. With some very cool kind of just fun, like side activities, side kind of games, just little things that will just really just give more value back to the consumer, and give them reason to come into us.
In store, like, I think when people are being on the high street, that's what they're doing. They're a nice day out and that kind of thing. But also online, like, you're a lot of the time you're on your phone, your PC for entertainment, and if you can give that little bit extra, it's just plus.
Yeah, exactly. Like we intend to hopefully fully live stream all the gigs and performances that we do next year in the new place on our Facebooks, on TikToks, Instagrams, everything. Um, and you kind of have to, you do have to be giving something back like that. Because ultimately, I would love to have a shop where every single person that's considering to buy from us, let's say in a 30-minute diameter,
Yeah.
that they have the option to buy from us on the website, but our store is so engaging that it's like, no, I'm going to wait till Saturday so I can go down and see, and have fun and have the experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that will grow, and hopefully we'll get more increase in consumers from further away around the country who still at some point it's their goal to come down from Donegal to visit Steamboat in Limerick.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to be there. I got to call in 100%. Like, is buying from an Irish website a big factor in why people buy a few pre-COVID, and do you think it'll last?
I would hope so. Yeah. I think, like, obviously, like when it's very difficult for any Irish business unless they reach a certain level to be able to match perfectly, the big online guys. So if I'm asking for an extra euro or two on a 20-euro product, that is definitely, and we're getting those sales, then I would hope that that's coming from a couple of points. One is obviously we can ship things very efficiently. We can get stuff to people within a day or two. Christmas obviously tends to add on a couple of days because of just things beyond our control. But I would hope that we're offering both the value reasons why they should be buying from us, apart from the fact that we're Irish. And I think also you need to be giving back into your community. Like if you, like I bought, the Christmas presents I've bought have all been from Irish suppliers like the Boots, Smiths, Elvery's, and that money goes back into the economy. Like, why would I want to send 100 euros to Germany or to the UK or Spain, or when I can send it back into the economy and hopefully it comes back to us?
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the point?
No, I fully agree with it. The way I see it is like, I feel good doing it, and not all cases are more expensive as well with Irish websites. Amazon, people have a misconception that it's cheap. It's not, and I don't want to focus on them alone, but like just to right across. Now, at the end of the day, it's taking that gamble as well of the hassles you can go through, returns and all this kind of stuff. So yeah, look, I want that quality of experience. And I think a lot of new people coming to e-commerce for the first time. And I think maybe when you come first, it's great that they're all going Irish and they're learning what the quality can be like. And then, but even myself, I'll admit it, when I went online buying first, I probably bought more abroad, but again and again and again. And then you just go, no.
And to be fair, I think that's going to come from two things. One is because of COVID and everything, there's definitely been an improvement in Irish websites. I think that goes across every business, whether it's a pub or a restaurant or a shop. I think we've all realized that you need to step up your game. What you were doing for the last 10 years was fine for then, but COVID withstanding, the online business is not going away. So if you don't catch up and come to a level where you need to be in order to give your customers the experience and the after sale service and the products that they want, COVID or not, you're going to be gone in a couple of years, because online is not going away.
Yeah. So Mark, why should we all be clicking Irish? What does it mean to your business and our communities?
To me personally, I suppose at Steamboat, we've put in a lot of effort over the last couple of years in particular, both in our website, both in our physical store. I said we're going to be moving to a bigger location that will be able to offer a better experience, better products, a better range of products. And I suppose we've always, whenever we've done well, we've always tried to reinvest that back into the city in terms of the events that we put on. Like I said, we put on 17 events last year, which wouldn't be profit-making events. It's basically just because we have an opportunity to bring an amazing musician into the shop and let people meet them or see them, or it's it's just, you know, it's kind of like validation, I suppose. So whenever I see an online order come in from wherever, it's like, you know, I appreciate it. It's it's a positive thing, and I'd hope everyone would consider Clicking Irish, because, like I said, what's the point of not doing it when the products are there, the websites are there, the service is there? For me, it's a no-brainer as a consumer as well as a retailer.
Mark, thank you very much again, and really appreciate that. We came across Steamboat.ie. It is up there, and I would really recommend everybody to go have a look. If you're buying music, place to go, Irish. Keep clicking Irish, and thank you for watching. We'll have more videos. Thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Thank you.